Hi girls, welcome to the week 5 class for the first certificate B2. I hope you guys are doing good and I hope you had a good Easter break. Well, we'll probably talk on Thursday about what you guys did. I hope you guys had a good time, even if you were inside your house. So what we're going to do today is something a little bit different. Because I thought for Thursday, it's better if we can have a more communicative lesson and talk more. So I put on the schedule for today that we were going to do in the video class reported speech and the grammar bit. And then on Thursday, we do the reading. But it makes more sense for you to do the reading by yourself and we can talk more on Thursday, okay? So we're going to do pages 74 and 75 today, okay? So that's just the reading and use of English part here. Where you have the last task, task number 7, where you have 10 questions and you need to answer in which part or which section of the text those answers appear, okay? So first of all, we're on the topic of fame. I think the topic, it's called Fame in the Media. That's what the unit is called. And have a look at number 1. Who are currently the biggest celebrities in your country? Okay, you don't have to write this down, okay? I'm going to do a new thing where in the video, I'm going to write on my whiteboard what the homework is so that it's a little bit clearer, okay? So celebrities in your country, I'm really bad. I'm so sorry. I have no idea really who any celebrities are in Spain. I know like Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem. I know, yeah, this is so bad. Paz Vega. I love her. I know Clara Lago, just from films. But actually, I do watch a lot of Spanish films. I just don't know their names. Who else is famous in Spain? This is very bad. I don't know. I really don't know. Please educate me. I have no idea. Okay? What about number 2? What is your opinion of them? What do you think about them? Do you think that they are good people? Are they good at their jobs? Do you think, just have a think about this. If you want, you can write it down, but it's not necessary. Just have a think. What's your opinion of these people? Do they do charity work, things to help other people? Number 3, what do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of being famous? This is quite a good one. It's good to think about this as well because you could get this question in your oral exam. What do you think are some advantages and disadvantages? This question I want you to write in your notebook. So pause the video, have a little think about what are the advantages and disadvantages of being famous. Try to think of maybe 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages if you can. Okay? So now I'm going to tell you what I think some advantages and disadvantages are. I don't know if I'll have 3 because I'm thinking on the spot. For advantages, I think maybe, okay, you've got a lot of money. You can do whatever you want. You've got freedom. I mean, you can go any place you want. You can decide what you want to do every day. Maybe. I don't know if that's true for everybody. And the third one, maybe it's that people recognize you all around the world and they, I don't know if that's always a good thing, but then you might feel like you've really accomplished something. And for disadvantages, maybe, well, privacy, probably. You don't have a normal life. And maybe you don't know who your real friends are because maybe they're only interested in you for your money or for your status. Could be. Tell me if you have any other ideas. And number 4, would you like to be a celebrity? Why or why not? I know for me, I definitely wouldn't. I want to be that person that nobody notices and I can just have my normal life. That's my favorite thing. I wouldn't want everyone to know who I was. Okay, so have a look at number 2. Read the exam task instructions. So these are the exam tasks. You can't see that at all. These are the exam task instructions. And it says you're going to read a magazine article about 4 people who have become famous in their country. For questions 1 to 10, choose from the people A to D. The people may be chosen more than once. All right. So in number 2, in exercise 2, they just ask you basic questions. What's the topic? Okay, famous people in their countries. How many people are there? 4. Who are they? Different famous people. Okay. It's just to make sure you've understood the task. Quick steps to reading and use of English, part 7. This exercise is very, very important, in my opinion, to read the first thing, the first line here. For example, sometimes finds that people, Which person sometimes finds that being a celebrity can be expensive? Only look at number 1. Go read the texts, all of them, okay? And look for only number 1. When you find it, write the answer. Do number 2. Look through all the texts and only find number 2. After a while, because you've read those 4 texts so many times, you'll remember what's in each one. And later on, when you get towards the bottom, it'll be easier to find that information. So when you're looking for the information in the different texts, you need to look for a couple of things. You need to look for synonyms. They're not going to say, for example, expensive, because that's too easy. You need to think about other ways to express this idea. And you also need to be careful, because sometimes it can give you an answer that you think could be right, but it's not the complete answer. So all of this information here needs to match exactly one of the texts, some information in one of the texts. It can't be just a little bit or maybe or I think, because then that's not the right answer, okay? Usually, you and me in the class go through all of the vocabulary words we might not know, but we're going to stop doing that because now that we're getting closer to the exam time, it's not going to help you because you can't look up the words in the exam anyway. So we're just going to see how well you do. Don't look up the words in your house when you're doing the task. Look them up afterwards and learn them after, but not during, okay? Also, it's a good idea, once you are sure that you have one of these answers, cross off the line so you stop reading the same sentence again and again, okay? So what I'd like you guys to do now is pause the video and underline important words in these sentences, okay? We've done this before. We're not going to really review that because you already know how to do that, okay? So pause the video, underline important words, and then we're going to be ready to go, okay? So I think you've done that now. What we're going to do is have a look at the exam task, okay? If you don't understand any words in this original, sorry, my brain's a bit foggy today. If you don't understand any of the words in these sentences here of things you need to look for, don't look them up in the dictionary, okay? Again, because in the exam, you can't use the dictionary. So just try to understand it from the context and see how well you do, okay? Obviously, after, you can do it, okay? So guys, here are your 4 texts. You have A here. I know you can't see that at all because of the screen, but there's A, B, C, and D over there, all right? So I'd like you guys to take 10 minutes. Please time yourselves, okay? Put a timer on that says 10 minutes and follow that and try to do all of this in 10 minutes, okay? If you need 12 minutes, it's okay as well because you more or less have that amount of time, but try to do it in 10 minutes, okay? So pause the video now. Pause the video now and complete numbers 1 to 10, okay? And I'll give you the answers when we're done. So pause the video and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, so now that you have done the reading, I have the answers for you, which are right here, okay? Numbers 1 to 10, there are all the answers here, okay? If you are confused about why the answer is that answer, please tell me and I can help you, okay? So these are the answers for the reading and use of English part, okay? Now, what we're going to do is have a look at, let's see, at number 5, no, because we're going to do that on Thursday, okay? But have a look at number 6. Find words and phrases in the text that mean the following. So this one, number 6, words and phrases in the text that mean the following. So what I'd like you to do is to pause the video again and go have a look back in the text for what those different words are, all right? So pause the video, go look for the words in number 6, and we'll come back and we'll do them together with some examples, okay? Okay, guys, now that you've looked up the words in the text, here are the answers. So you can pause the video and have a look at the different answers for exercise 6, okay? We're going to go over some of them. I think some of them are self-explanatory. Do you remember what that word was? That they explain themselves? So some of them are self-explanatory, Others maybe are a little bit more tricky. So guest, we know that. That's someone who's invited to something. It can also be when you go to a hotel, you are a guest in the hotel. An agent, a person who works, I guess, like for an actor, finding jobs for them. Film rights, we already know what that is. We already had a look. Being in the public eye means that being famous, basically. If you're in the public eye, it means all the public is watching you. Microphones, you know that. Show off maybe is a little bit trickier. Show off can mean a couple of things. So it can also be a noun. So let's write that down. First of all, in its verb form, show off, to show off, means maybe you think you're really good at something and you want to show it to everybody, but it's not in a nice way. It's kind of like, look at me, I'm so much better. Maybe if I'm really good at running, I don't do this though, but maybe if I'm really good at running, I want to say, guys, come to my my half marathon and watch me run. I'm going to beat everyone. I'm going to be so good. Watch. And that's me showing off, saying that I'm the best at everything. A show off is a person. A show off, I think there's a hyphen on there as well. A show off is a person who shows off. So you can say something like, oh my God, Maggie is such a show off. For example, I'm not, but you could say that. So that's one phrasal verb that's very useful. Look down on is another phrasal verb that's pretty useful, and I think that this is self-explanatory again. If you look down on someone, it means you think you're better than them, you're up higher than them. So an example would be, I'm not going to name him, but the president of the US, who is an idiot, he thinks he's better than everyone. He looks down on everyone. Inspire, it's pretty much similar to Spanish, I think. Role model is a person that you aspire to be, maybe. When I was younger and I loved running, a role model for me was a runner. I don't think you'll know, but her name was Paula Radcliffe. She was really, really good, and I loved her so much. So this is a role model, a person that you look up to or admire, okay? I'm going to write that other phrasal verb here too. Look up to or admire. So if you have a role model, you look up to them or you admire them. Okay, can you see that? There you go. Publicity, privacy, I think you know those already, and making a name for themselves. So if you make a name for yourself, it means you try to get your name out there. You want people to know who you are. Okay, I think that's more or less clear. Your homework for today, I don't have any space to write it on the board, but just have a listen. Your homework for today is to choose 5 words or expressions, only 5, and write 5 sentences about you, personal sentences, so you'll remember them better. You can choose this one, this one, this one. You can choose any 5, okay? And I have a green dot next to 3 of them, okay? With these 3, inspire, publicity, and privacy, I want you to make a small bubble and make a word map. Do you remember we've done this before? I'm going to give you an example now of what a word map is, okay? So we have, for example, let's take inspire. So you've got your little bubble, and inside the bubble, you write the word inspire. Now, that is a verb, okay? You need to think of the other types of words, nouns, adjectives. For example, inspiration, that is a noun. Inspiration. Can you think of an adjective, an adverb? I don't know if there's an adverb. Maybe a person? I don't know. Any words related to the word inspire. So you need to do that, this type of a word bubble for this word, inspire, publicity, and privacy. Okay? So I'm going to repeat again. The homework is I erased some, but choose 5 words from exercise 6 and make 5 personal sentences about them so you can remember them. And then do 3 word maps. one for inspire, one for publicity, and one for privacy. Okay, guys? So that is our class finished for today. If you have any questions, please ask me. But otherwise, on Thursday, we'll do the grammar and speaking part of the classes. Okay? All right, guys. Have a good day. Bye.